Our session will now commence. Shall we all rise?
Our 46th regular session is now called to order.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Of the panunumpa ng katapatan sa Watawat, may we have Honorable Jovero.
Lalong pagyaman
Honorable Baitus, please, for the recitation of the Councilor's Creed.
I am of my prayer and my covenant with my people to devote myself to public service. By divine providence and by the will of the people, I am mandated to preside over the local legislature, that with integrity and statesmanship. I shall lead the local legislature, take the measures and ordinances for the common good, and fulfill my people's aspirations for happiness, peace, and prosperity. May the Almighty God help me consecrate myself for the people I am called to serve.
Please take your seats. Secretariat, please call the roll.
Absent in this morning's session, who are all on wellness leave, is Councilor Lumayag and Councilor Costas.
With that, may we proceed?
For the reading and consideration of our previous minutes, we have 2 minutes under consideration. First is the minutes of the 43rd regular session held at the SB Session Hall on June 2, 2026, and also minutes of the 44th regular session held on June 10, 2026.
Corrections to the 43rd and 44th regular session minutes? If none, the same is approved as presented. Next.
For the privilege hour and question hour, first is we have the supposed awarding of resolution of commendation to Mr. Mario Joey Takan and the United Villages Farmers Association for their exemplary achievement in securing 6th place in the Robusta category of the Southeast Asian Green Coffee Competition at the Philippine National Round, thereby bringing honor, distinction, and recognition to the municipality of Polomolok and the province of South Cotabato. But because of the rescheduling of our session, Madam Presiding, it was decided that this will be awarded or given to the awardees by next regular session or by next Tuesday. And also we have the previous speech of Councilor Dave Amor on disaster preparedness and safety measures.
Honorable Amor.
Honorable Presiding Officer, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Sa pahintulot po ng ating share, nais ko lamang pong mag-manifest ng aking pong intensyon na maghahain po ng isang resolusyon respectfully requesting the local chief executive through the appropriate offices to study and consider the implementation of basic disaster preparedness and safety measures in all LGU offices. Bunsod po ito ng mga nagdaang pagyanig at patuloy po na aftershocks na ating nararanasan na nagpapaalala sa atin ang kahalagahan ng ating pong pagiging handa bago pa man dumating ang anumang sakuna. Isa po sa mga maaaring pag-aralan ho natin ang pagkakaroon po ng basic protective equipment tulad ng hard hats o protective helmets na maaari pong ilaan sa bawat tanggapan at ilagay sa accessible areas kasama ng iba pang basic emergency supplies bilang karagdagang proteksyon para sa mga empleyado at maging sa mga mamamayang bumibisita sa ating pong mga opisina. Naniniwala ho tayo na ang disaster preparedness ay hindi lamang po nagsisimula sa malalaki at komplikadong programa. Minsan, nagsisimula ito sa maliit, ngunit makabuluhang hakbang na maaaring makapagligtas ng buhay. Sa tamang panahon po, Madam Chair, ihahain ko po ang nasabing resolusyon para sa konsiderasyon ng kapulungang ito. Maraming salamat po.
The same is to be taken as one of our urgent matters later. Are you amenable to that, Honorable Amor? Okay, so the same is to be taken as one of our urgent matters. This morning.
So for the first reading and referral of measures or proposed measures or communications, number 1A, we have dated June 17, 2026, addressed to the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan through Honorable Florences Bansuelo Carlos, Municipal Vice Mayor, the presiding officer. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the Office of the Municipal Agriculturist has identified the need to update the existing tractor service rates within the municipality of Polomolok, with operational costs such as fuel, maintenance, spare parts, and labor expenses having significantly risen. The current rates are no longer reflective of the actual cost of the service delivery. The proposed rate adjustment seeks to sustain the uninterrupted availability of tractor services and that our local farmers and agricultural stakeholders heavily rely upon. In view of the foregoing, the undersigned respectfully requests the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan to consider the urgent passage of a resolution approving the new rates for tractor services within the municipality of Polomolok South, Cotabato, as proposed by the Office of the Municipal Agriculturist. Attached herewith are the pertinent documents for your review and consideration. For clarifications, please coordinate with the Municipal Agriculturist Dumawan and or his authorized representative. Signed by our Municipal Mayor, Honorable Bernie D. Palencia.
The same is to be considered as one of our urgent matters later. Next.
Letter B is also a letter from our Municipal Mayor, dated also June 17, addressed to this august body through the Honorable Vice Mayor. Dear ladies and gentlemen, as part of the municipality's commitment to empowering the youth and promoting active participation in civic and community activities, the municipality of Polomolok will engage the professional services of Mr. Jonathan P. Enson as event organizer for the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan celebration. The celebration is scheduled on August 22 to 23, 2026 at various locations within the municipality. The total compensation for services rendered amounts to 25,000 pesos to be covered by a MOA. In view of the foregoing, the undersigned respectfully requests the honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan to consider the urgent passage of a resolution authorizing our local chief executive to enter into a MOA with Mr. Jonathan P. Inson for the organization and direction of the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan celebration 2026 in our municipality. Attached is the draft MOA, signed by our municipal mayor.
The same is urgent.
And letter C is also a letter from our municipal mayor addressed to this august body. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan celebration 2026 is scheduled on August 2022 to 23, 2026 at various locations within the municipality. To ensure the professional documentation of its activities through photography and videography, the municipality will engage the services of Mr. Ireneo C. Mejias Jr. Upon completion of services, Mr. Ireneo Mejias Jr. shall receive a total compensation of 25,000 pesos to be covered by the MOA. Hence, the municipal mayor is asking for a resolution giving him the authority to enter into such MOA, which is also requested to be taken as urgent in this morning session. And this is signed by our municipal mayor.
The same is also urgent.
Number 2 is Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 2026-310, entitled a resolution approving the calendar year 2026 Supplemental Annual Investment Program number 2 of the Municipality of Polomolok, South Cotabato.
For info.
For the committee reports, this morning we have 6 committees which will render its report. First is the Joint Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Committee on Barangay Affairs, subject Fiscal Year 2026 General Fund, Annual Budget of Barangays Cleanan 6 and Upper Cleanan, followed by also a joint report from the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Committee on Youth and Sports Development, subjects Calendar Year 2026, SK Annual Budget of Barangays Kinilis, Cleanan 6, Maligo, Rubber, and Upper Cleanan.
Honorable Javero.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. So, This is a committee report from the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and Committee on Barangay Affairs. The subject of which is the fiscal year 2026 General Fund Annual Budget of the following barangays: Barangay Cleanan 6 and Barangay Upper Cleanan. Facts and findings. The above measure was referred to the hearing committee for review and proper action on June 2, 2026 and June 10, 2026. The Joint Committee held a meeting on June 19, 2026 at 9 o'clock in the morning at the SB Session Hall, SB Building, this municipality, for the consideration of the above-mentioned measure, and was attended by the Joint Committee members and barangay officials of Barangay Cleanan 6 and Barangay Upper Cleanan, this municipality. Upon deliberation, the Joint Committee found the following facts: that the Barangay Cleanan 6 has an annual budget amounting to 8,511,668 pesos, which was sourced from sources of fund, share on real property tax in the amount of 200,000, share on community tax 51,348 pesos, business taxes 58,000 pesos, share from the national tax allotment, the NTA, 7,740,320 pesos. Other specific income, operating income and burial fees, 180,000. Other service income, 80,000. Clearance and certification, 70,000. Permit fees, 10,000. Rent income, 80,000. Miscellaneous income, 50,000, for a total of 8,511,668 pesos. The aforementioned budget was appropriated as follows: personal services, 2,493,000 pesos. MOOE, 1,354 pesos and 877 pesos and 80 centavos. 20% Community Development Fund, 1,548 pesos, 64 pesos. 10% Sangguniang Kabataan, 851,166 pesos and 80 centavos. 5% Development Plan, 260,701 pesos and 60 centavos. Basic Service and Facilities Program, 1,108,800 pesos. Programs, Project and Activities, 730,000 pesos, 730,176 pesos, for a total of 8,511,668 pesos. That the Barangay Upper Cleanan has an annual budget amounting to 10,117,183 pesos, which was sourced from share from real property tax, 1,300,000, income from quarry products, 50,000, community tax, 40,000, permit fees, 5,000, clearance and certification fees, 200,000, other service income, 20,000, income from cemetery operation, 45,000, rent income, 30,000, other business income, 20,000, share from national tax allotment, 9,007,183 pesos, for a total of 10,717,183 pesos. The aforementioned budget was appropriated as follows: object of expenditure, personal services, 3,752,442 and 12 pesos and 12 centavos. MOOE, 1,947,000 726 pesos and 83 centavos. 20% Community Development Fund, 1,801,436 pesos and 60 centavos. 10% Sangguniang Kabataan, 1,071,718 pesos and 13 centavos. 5% BDRR Invent Fund, 535,859 pesos and 15 centavos. Basic Service and Facilities Program, 788,000. Other service, 1 million pesos. For a total of 10,717,183 pesos. Recommendation: with the foregoing consideration, the committee hereby recommends the following: to adopt this joint committee report, to pass a resolution approving the fiscal year 2026 General Fund Annual Budget of Barangay Cleanan 6 amounting to 8,511,668 pesos and Barangay Upper Cleanan amounting to 10,717,183 pesos. So that's all. To send a copy of the resolution approving the fiscal year 2026 General Fund Annual Budget of Barangay Cleanan 6 and Barangay Upper Cleanan to the Commission on Audit, Municipal Accounting, and the concerned barangay, and to take this as urgent in today's session. Prepared by yours truly as Chair of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, concurred by Honorable GCG Buntuyan, Chairperson, Committee on Barangay Affairs, Honorable Calixto B. Sadala, signed on Honorable Antonio B. Octavio, signed also by Honorable Jerome Y. Anti and Honorable Ligaya R. Orbisido, as well as Dave Amor. So I move for the adoption of the committee report, Madam President.
Said report is approved as read. Next. Next report. Who will report instead of Honorable Costas? Si Honorable Lavero na lang? Kaysa finance? Or sino ang magbasa? Pwede man diretso na lang sa expenditures, total expenditures. Per barangay.
This is a 17th Joint Committee Report of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and Committee on Youth and Sport Development. This is the calendar year 2026 Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget of the following barangay. Facts and findings: the proposed calendar year 2026 Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget of Barangay Cleanan 6, Maligo, Rubber, and Upper Cleanan were officially referred to the Joint Committee of Finance, Budget, and Appropriation and Youth and Sport Development for review, evaluation, and appropriate legislative action. The Joint Committee conducted a committee meeting on June 19, 2026 at the Session Hall of the Sangguniang Bayan building. Present during the deliberation were the members of both committees, together with the SK chairperson and youth officials of the concerned barangay. Upon review of the submitted budget documents, the Joint Committee found that the proposed annual budget are sourced from the mandatory 10% share of each barangay current year 2026 General Fund allocation intended for the Sangguniang Kabataan in accordance with the provision of Republic Act Number 10742, otherwise known as the Sangguniang Kabataan Reform Acts of 2015. For case of reference and comparative evaluation, the corresponding expenditure program of the 5 barangay are summarized as follows. Object of expenditure of the barangay, of the different barangay, Barangay Kinilis with a total of 539,743 pesos and 30 centavos. For Barangay Cleanan 6, object expenditure is 851,166 and 80 centavos. For Barangay Maligo, 824,916 pesos and 50 centavos. For Barangay Rubber, 760,643 pesos and 50 centavos. And for Upper Cleanan, 1,071,718 and 30 centavos. After the deliberation and review of the proposed Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget of the 5 barangays, the Joint Committee generally found the proposed budgets to be responsive to the needs and priorities of their respective barangay. The committee recognized that the budget proposals were largely aligned with the mandate of the ISKI and were designed to address local youth concern through programs on youth development, disaster preparedness, health promotion, leadership development, environmental protection, community participation, and capacity building activities. The committee further encouraged all ISKI council to continue pursuing innovative and sustainable interventions, strengthening partnership with relevant agencies and community stakeholders, and ensure that all programs remain inclusive, transparent, accountable, and beneficial to the broader youth sector. The committee expressed satisfaction with the presentation and justification provided by the ISKI officials. The proposed annual budget were generally viewed as well-planned, needs-based, and supportive of youth development goals, subject to the incorporation of recommendation and necessary correction. The committee favorably received the budget proposal and proceeded with the preparation of the corresponding committee reports for further consideration and approval. Recommendation were for premises considered, and there being no further discussion or objection, the Joint Committee agreed to recommend the following: to adopt this committee report, to pass a resolution approving the calendar year 2026 Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget of Barangay Kinilis, Cleanan 6, Barangay Maligo, Barangay Rubber, and Upper Cleanan, and to consider the said resolution as one of the urgent measures in today's session. So I move for the adoption of the committee report, Madam President.
Thank you for the concise report. The same is approved as read. Next.
For the next report is a report from the Committee on Rules of Governance and Oversight, subject communication from the Office of the Municipal Mayor dated November 25, 2025, earnestly seeking the support and favorable action of the Sangguniang Bayan for the passage of a new ordinance creating the position of Program Officer 2, position salary grade 15 under the Office of the MSWDO, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations.
Honorable Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good morning, everyone. 8th committee report from the Committee on Rules, Good Governance, and Oversight, subject as mentioned by the Secretary. Facts and findings. The above measure was referred to the Hearing Committee for action during the 21st regular session of the 20th Sangguniang Bayan held on December 3, 2025. During the conduct of committee meeting held on May 28, 2026 at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall, the two committee discussed the proposal to create the Population Program Officer 2, salary grade 15 position under the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office. The committee was informed that a previous ordinance creating the said position had been disapproved by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan due to the absence of unidentified funding source. The Municipal Budget Officer clarified that the funding requirement for the proposed position may be charged against the Miscellaneous Personnel Benefits Fund or MPBF as provided under the approved supplemental budget number 1, which authorizes the utilization of said fund for the creation of positions, salary adjustments, and other unforeseen expenditures. The Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office emphasized the necessity of creating the position due to the increasing number of programs and activities being implemented under the local population program, which require dedicated personnel for effective coordination and implementation. The committee further took note of the presentation made by the representatives from the MSWDO regarding the alarming increase in adolescent pregnancy, mental health concerns, sexually transmitted infections, and HIV/AIDS cases, particularly among the youth, and the municipality of Plomolok remains among the local government units with the highest incidence of teenage pregnancy cases in the province of South Cotabato. It was likewise explained that the local population program continuously conducts advocacy campaigns, seminars, and adolescent health sessions in barangays and educational institutions to educate the youth on responsible parenthood, adolescent health and development, and the prevention of teenage pregnancy and other risky behaviors. The committee also noted that based on evidence-based profiling and studies conducted by the Provincial Population Office, various factors contribute to the increasing cases of teenage pregnancy, including early engagement in premarital sexual activities, inadequate parental guidance, social media influence, changing lifestyles, and other sociocultural factors. During the deliberations, it was emphasized that the creation of the proposed position would further strengthen the implementation of advocacy and intervention programs by providing dedicated manpower to address the growing concerns affecting the youth sector and other vulnerable groups in the municipality. The committee likewise recognized that while the creation of the position alone may not entirely resolve the underlying issues, it would significantly enhance the capability of the local government unit to sustain and intensify its population development programs and preventive interventions, and after due deliberation, the committee found the creation of the Population Program Officer 2 or under salary grade 15 position necessary and beneficial in strengthening the municipality's population management and adolescent development initiatives, subject to compliance with existing laws, budgeting, accounting, auditing rules, and other applicable regulations. Recommendations to adopt this committee report to calendar for consideration and appropriate action in the next regular session for the approval of the resolution and an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Creating the Population Program Officer 2 Position Salary Grade 15 under the Office of the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Reported by yours truly, concurred by Honorable Elisar G. Hubero, Honorable Billy Bertbaitus Jr., Honorable Jerome Wayanti. So I do move, Madam Presiding.
Said report is approved as read. Next.
The next calendared committee report, I would defer the reporting of this committee report with regards to Barangay Ordinance number 1 series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil and Barangay Ordinance number 4 series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil. Since the facts and findings were not complete, and the recommendations, one of the important recommendation was not stated in the report, so I move that this subject ordinance number 1 and number 4 of Barangay Lumakil be deferred for the next session, Madam Presiding. Because last Monday, they submitted the corrected ordinance. However, we returned that due to the wrong title of their ordinance.
So only number 4 report.
Uh,
How about the 5 and 6 report?
I will
okay.
report.
Thank you.
Number 2 report is from the Committee on Health, Nutrition, and Sanitation. The subject is Barangay Ordinance number 3, series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Granting Retirement Benefits to Barangay Health Workers and Barangay Nutrition Scholars of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumulok, South Cotabato. It was noted that whereas clauses should be placed in the resolution, not in the ordinance, the committee emphasized the inclusion of proper legal basis in the resolution, particularly the pertinent provisions of the Local Government Code of 1991 and other applicable laws. It was likewise clarified that the resolution should only contain the now therefore clause and no longer include resolved further provisions. The committee noted that only barangay health workers and barangay nutrition scholars accredited by the local health board shall be entitled to the retirement benefits. It was further agreed that the phrase subject to the availability of funds should be removed, since the barangay, upon enactment of the ordinance, shall determine and allocate the necessary budget for the retirement benefits. The committee also emphasized that retiring beneficiaries should be properly informed or reminded of their entitlement to ensure that they can avail of the benefits. It was also noted that the amount of retirement benefits shall be determined by the barangay, considering that greater benefits would provide better recognition to retiring BHWs and BNS. After incorporating all the corrections and recommendations, the Barangay Lumakil submitted the corrected copies of the ordinance and its corresponding resolution, which were reviewed by the committee and found in order for appropriate legislative action. Recommendation to adopt this committee report: to pass a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance Number 3, Series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Granting Retirement Benefits to Barangay Health Workers and Barangay Nutrition Scholars of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumulok, South Cotabato, to consider this matter as one of the urgent measures in today's session. So I do move the presiding, reported by yours truly, concurred by the Honorable Ligaya R. Lucido, Honorable Jerome Wayanti, Honorable Angelic Dave Ocostas, the Honorable Antonio Octavio.
Said report is approved. Next.
Next, committee report from the Committee on Health, Nutrition, and Sanitation. Subject is Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Implementation of the Teen Focused Programs under the Chika Teen Initiative of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumulok, South Cotabato, and allocating funds therefore. Facts and findings. It was explained that the primary focus of the Chika Teen Initiative is on teenage pregnancy prevention, HIV and STI awareness, adolescent health and development programs, and gender and development-related concerns aimed at addressing health and social issues affecting the youth sector. The committee noted that the municipality of Pulumulok remains among the municipalities with the highest recorded cases of teenage pregnancy in the province of South Cotabato, thereby emphasizing the urgency and relevance of strengthening teenage-focused intervention programs. During the deliberations, it was pointed out that the proposed ordinance should clearly identify the resource person or focal person who shall oversee, coordinate, and implement the Chika Teen Initiative to ensure proper accountability and program management. The committee likewise recommended simplifying and amending the title of the ordinance for clarity and consistency to read as follows: Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Implementation of Teen-Focused Programs under the Chika Teen Initiative of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumulok, South Cotabato, and allocating funds therefore. It was further suggested that the ordinance should include a definition of terms in order to clearly define and emphasize the important concepts, terminologies, and scope of the proposed programs. The committee also noted that the whereas clauses should be removed from the ordinance and instead be incorporated in the corresponding resolution together with the inclusion of the proper legal basis. It was likewise recommended that the benchmarking with other local government units or communities implementing similar adolescent-focused programs be conducted in order to strengthen and improve the Chika Teen Initiative. After incorporating the corrections and recommendations raised during the deliberations, Barangay Lumakil submitted the corrected copies of the ordinance and its corresponding resolution, which were thereafter reviewed by the committee and found in order for appropriate legislative action. Recommendations to adopt this committee report: to pass a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Implementation of Teen-Focused Programs under the Chika Teen Initiative of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumulok, South Cotabato, and allocating funds therefore, and to consider this matter as one of the urgent measures in today's session, reported by yours truly, concurred by Honorable Ligaya R. Bisido, Honorable Jerome Guayante, Honorable Angelic Dave Costas, and Honorable Antonio B. Octavio. So I do move, Madam Presiding.
Said report is approved. Next.
For the calendar of business, unfinished business, we have none. For the business for the day, second reading, for our urgent matters, we have 13 items considered urgent. First of which is the privilege speech of Councilor Amor.
Honorable Amor.
Madam Chair, I now move to pass a resolution requesting the local chief executive, Mayor Bernie D. Palencia, through the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, MDRRMO, the General Service Office, and other concerned offices to study and consider the provision of basic disaster preparedness and safety equipment, including protective helmets or hard hats, in all municipal government offices of Polomolok, South Cotabato. So I move, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair.
To the motion. It has been moved and seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the same is approved. Next.
The next urgent is the request of our municipal mayor for the urgent passage of a resolution approving the new rates for tractor services within our municipality as proposed by the OMAG.
This is certified as urgent, but if the committee chair would agree and Committee on Finance are not yet ready to discuss this, then we can refer the same to your committees. Honorable Lovero.
I think it's better to forward to the committee so that we can review the proposed rates.
Yes.
Madam Presiding.
Request from the mayor is to be referred to the committees on finance and agree the lead committee finance since these are fees. Next.
So it will be referred to the Committee on Finance and Agriculture with the Finance as the lead. Yes, with the Committee on Finance as the lead committee. And the next urgent is the request of our municipal mayor for the passage of a resolution authorizing our local chief executive to enter into MOA with Mr. Jonathan P. Inson for the organization and direction of the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan Celebration 2026 in our municipality, and also an authority for our local chief executive to enter into MOA with Mr. Ireneo J. Mejias Jr. as official event photographer and videographer of the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan Celebration 2026.
Honorable Amor is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I now move to pass a resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Bernie D. Palencia, to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Mr. Jonathan P. Enson for the organization and direction of the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan Celebration 2026 in the municipality of Polomolok.
It has been moved and seconded. The same is approved. Next.
Next urgent is
C. The 1.C.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move to pass a resolution authorizing the municipal mayor himself to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Mr. Ireneo C. Mejias Jr. as official event photographer and videographer of the municipal-wide Linggo ng Kabataan Celebration 2026 in this municipality. And so I move.
It has been moved and seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the same is approved.
And for number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 urgents are the report from the committees, joint committees on finance, budget, and appropriations with barangay affairs and youth and sports development. An annual budget 2026 of Clean and 6, and Upper Cleanan. And then, calendar year 2026, SK annual budget of Barangays Kinilis, Cleanan 6, Maligo, Rubber, and Upper Cleanan.
Honorable Javero.
Okay, thank you again, Madam Presiding. So for the first committee report to be submitted for a resolution, I move to pass a resolution in omnibus motion, Madam Presiding. I move to pass a resolution approving the calendar year 2026 annual budget of Barangay Cleanan 6 in the amount of 8,511,668 pesos, and Barangay Upper Cleanan in the amount of 10,717 pesos and 183 pesos as embodied in its appropriation ordinance.
It has
So for the next, in omnibus motion, I move for the approval of the following barangay budget for Barangay Kinilis in the amount of 539,743 pesos and 30 centavos. For Barangay Cleanan 6, 851,166 pesos and 80 centavos. For Barangay Maligo, 824,916 pesos and 50 centavos. For Barangay Rubber, 760,643 pesos and 50 centavos. And for Barangay Upper Cleanan, 1,071,718 pesos and 30 centavos as embodied in its appropriation or ordinance. So I move, Madam Presiding.
It has been moved and seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the same is approved. Next. Yes, Honorable Salada.
For correction siguro, sa barangay Upper Cleanan, daw 10,000 lang ito na mention.
Million. Yes. Just copy the... Wala pa yung kadulog 10,000 eh. Ay po dako 10 million. Sige lang, na may kopya dito sa report. 10,000 di ay. Wala ko ka, sa isip ko 10 million man. Wala ko kumating nga 10,000 ba? Sa isip ko gid 10 million.
Kumana daw SK, kumana SK.
Sige lang, ara man sa copy
Okay, so number 12 and 13 urgent measures are Barangay Ordinance number 3, series of 2026, Barangay Lumakil, and also Barangay Ordinance number 5, series of 2026 of the same barangay as reported by the Committee on Health, Nutrition, and Sanitation.
Salada.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. I move to pass a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance number 3, series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Granting Retirement Benefits to Barangay Health Workers and Barangay Nutrition Scholars of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumloc South, Cotabato. I move.
It has been a second. It has been moved and seconded. The same is approved.
Next, a resolution approving Barangay Ordinance number 5, series of 2026 of Barangay Lumakil, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Implementation of Teen-Focused Programs under the Chika Teen Initiative of Barangay Lumakil, Pulumloc South, Cotabato, and allocating funds therefore. So I move, Madam Presiding.
And it has been moved and seconded. The same is approved. Next.
And for the third and final reading, we have none, unassigned business none. Let's go now to the announcement.
Tentatively, the mayor's office told me about the outreach program on Monday in Margos Glan. Yes, on Monday. And then Tuesday, our birthday celebration in the afternoon because we have a session in the morning. And on Wednesday, our hearing, the full-blown hearing. Okay, so any more announcements? If none, session adjourned. Meron pa si... Okay, so tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Agri and Finance. Honorable Orbisido?
Just for the information of the August body, members of the PCL, although all the officers are being required to be giving our ayuda in Glan this coming Friday. If you want to be with us, so we will start the trip by 6 in the morning. So the PCL South Cotabato chapter is giving 50,000 worth of goods to be distributed in Glan. Thank you, Madam President.
Session adjourned. Please rise for the closing prayer by Honorable Falcon.
Let us pray. In the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for guiding us through this regular session. Your wisdom has helped us deliberate with clarity, and your presence has kept us mindful of our duty to serve our municipality. As we adjourn, we humbly ask that you continue to enlighten our minds and strengthen our commitment to work for the common good. May the decisions we have made today bring progress, integrity, and fairness to the people we are entrusted to serve. May we always be instruments of unity, compassion, and honest public service. As we leave this place, may your presence go with us. Let all that we do reflect your love and righteousness. This we ask in the name of your Son,